Some of my viewers requested me to make a guide on how to defeat Beth last boss on World 11. To be honest, this boss has been nerfed quite a lot from 3 million health to 2 million. Plus you can now use gem to revive 3 times unlike before. You also don't need to retry from the first phase again. If you die you will restart from the current boss phase you are fighting. So I think it is far more manageable than before. Alas, this boss is still very difficult for those without proper units. To properly deal with Beth, you need to bring at least maximum limit break units. That to be said, it is not impossible to defeat her without 4 MLB units. In this video, I will show you how I deal with Beth, with only MLB Future Princess and 3 non-MLB. I lost my recording for the first phase, so I will just use my old footage from World 11 video to show the guide. Let's start with first phase. First I will show you all of her attacks. At the start she will use fast dash 2 times. This is easily avoidable by hiding behind the fireplace or just run away. Next is normal attacks. When she casts like this she will do 3 times jumping attacks that will leave X mark area DPS on the ground. You can easily avoid this. Simply walk vertical or horizontally. When you see purple tornado like this means she will do 3 orbs attacks. You can avoid this by going up or down. After her health reach certain point, her 2-slash attack will be like this. There will be an additional spear throw like this. You can hide behind the fireplace to avoid this. The last most difficult attack is this orb attack. This orb attack is the same with the one we have earlier. But after her health low enough, this orb attacks will produce 8 other orbs that will scatter upon impact. To avoid getting hit, you will need to go up and down, but don't position yourself in the middle of the room. There will be 6 instead of 3 orbs this time. Now let's see the fight.お姉さん、私に力を。今よ。食らいなさい。今よ。負けない、負けない、負けない。食らいなさい。食らいなさい。食らいなさい。仲間たちの敵。今よ。食らいなさい。食らいなさい。
今よ今よお姉さん今よ私に力を食らいなさい負けない負けない食らいなさい今よ負けない食らいなさい食らいなさい負けない今よ食らいなさい食らいなさい仲間たちの敵今よ負けない負けない負けない食らいなさい今よ食らいなさい今よ今よお姉さん私に力を今よ今よ食らいなさい今よ食らい仲間たちの敵食らいなさい食らいなさい負けない今よ食らいなさいまだ先は長い
The second phase is the most difficult phase among others. I think this is the one that most people are not able to pass. Let me give you some tips before showing you the boss attacks. First, you need to be patient here. The more you are getting pissed or rushing this, the less likely you will be able to pass, especially if you bring crappy units. You need to fight this phase a few times expecting to lose while learning her attack timing first. Don't expect a perfect no-hit run here. You are not a perfect runner, you just want to pass World 11. Some hits from Beth are inevitable, but you need to choose to get hit with the lowest damage possible. Retries are inevitable, especially when you bring weak DPS units. And you can never expect AI to do what you want them to do, because AI in this game is rather stupid. You need to lead the AI to the right position, and this took time and luck. There are also other factors like Beth scattering landmines that sometimes accidentally hit your units. So this is 50% luck run if your unit is underpowered. Next, you need to focus on evasion rather than attack. Remember that you have 3 DPS here. This composition will be 1 tank and 3 DPS, preferably ranged. You need to use tank as your driver and put yourself as far away as possible from other units. I will show you how I did it later. Remember that your damage is useless. You need to restart if all your DPS died, because you won't be able to kill Beth minions fast enough without your DPS. Now with that aside, let's check her attacks. Beth's second phase attacks are actually pretty simple. The problem is all her attacks cover a very large area and has huge damage. First is the flaming ball. Beth will cast a large round red area on you. Don't panic and watch her cast timer. The red area will follow you until it reaches 75% completion. You need to get out of the area in the last second to avoid getting hit, and then re-enter the area to avoid the second and third blast. This blast is the main reason you need to be as far as possible from your DPS units. The damage is huge and it will instant kill almost every non-MLB DPS units that caught in the blast. Next is the wall. Beth will put a big wall in your position. The target lock will stay on you until 75% cast timer. I advise to avoid getting trapped on the same side with your DPS units. You need to put the wall near the corner, like this. Next is the landmines and dragon slash. Beth will put landmines in random places on the southern side of the map, while casting slash on the other half on the northern part of the map. And if you accidentally walk on the mines, you will get thrown to the north side of the map. This is a huge problem because the placement is totally random. It will sometimes appearing right in front of you and you have no way to avoid it. Depending on the random placements, sometimes it is not possible to avoid this attack. So you have to take the slash instead of getting both slash and mines. This will also kill your DPS units too, especially if you bring melee units. Melee units will not be able to avoid the mines and ended up getting damage from both. Last is the minions. Beth will summon 2 minions that look like her. The minions will have some of the attacks from Beth's first phase. In this state you need to kill both minions before she finished casting. If you fail to do so, she will send an instant kill attack that can't be avoided. This is exactly why we need our DPS units alive at this point. The more DPS you have, the faster you can kill these minions. The point being, you need to let your DPS do most of the damage while you focus on avoiding attacks and getting as far as possible. Hold your chain as long as possible to ensure your DPS do as much damage as possible. I recommend Future Princess because she is able to give the entire party damage immunity no matter the amount of damage. Now let's see the fight. Last, the third phase. In this phase, Beth has 3 stance, the right, left, and middle attack. The key to beat this phase is to save your chain. Don't start chain before Beth is in the middle position. The most dangerous attack from Beth is when she is in the middle, so you need to skip her middle form with chain as much as possible. This is actually much simpler than the first and second form. Now let's check her attacks. When she appears on the right side, she will shoot orb that will shoot small projectiles to your position. When she appears on the left side, she will cast and shoot a laser beam that leave trail. When in the middle, she will start casting. Meteor will rain randomly when she is casting, but when she finished casting, the meteor that locked into your position will explode into 8 more projectiles. This is why you need to use chain here. By using chain, you will skip her meteor attack altogether and proceed to the next attacks. When almost death, she will throw normal meteor attacks like this. Make sure to do evasion like this. Now let's see the fight.
仲間たちの仇。